So does anybody have something that they've used recently? I'm going to start by sharing something, but you be thinking if you've got something to share about what you've used that's worked for you. I just got back from visiting with a friend this morning whose husband has neuropathy. And neuropathy is that prickly, painful feeling in your feet because the circulation isn't quite there. And he had done everything he could possibly do, been to the doctors, tried their medicines, tried their creams, done everything, and nothing had worked. And I gave him our protocol for neuropathy, which includes copaiba and deep blue and putting it on the feet 2 times a day, wrapping it in a plastic bag and putting a heating pad on it. He did that 2 times a day. And it took about 2 months and the neuropathy is gone. Now, if you know anybody that has neuropathy, you know it doesn't just go away, and it doesn't go away very easily. And so I had heard that he had success, and then his wife just enrolled. Actually, she hadn't even enrolled through all of that, and she just enrolled. So I was going over there to do a wellness consult with her, and so I got to meet her husband, who had just had surgery on another part of his body, but he was laying there and he was so thankful and so appreciative. And it just warms my heart. This is why I do this. This is the joy of knowing that you're helping somebody. And when they consistently use the oils, then they get help. And it's just true joy. Another interesting discussion with this friend was that she's got some need for oils as well, of course. And she has come a long ways in her belief in the oils. And to hear her say thing after thing, oh, but then this really worked. Oh, and then this really worked for my headaches. And well, this really worked for the tummy aches my daughter had. And it's just a joy. Somebody who a few years ago wanted nothing to do with it, smells bothered her. And then to see that she's come so far and she's open to it and ready to have oils in her life. So I love it. Love it when that happens. Anybody else have an oil they've used lately or a doTERRA product they'd like to share that's been positive? Oh, looks like Dory does. What you got, Dory?
Oh, no, I didn't mean.
I see a little hand. I thought maybe that meant your hand was up. But
okay, no. Well, I will tell you that my friend Kathy, you probably remember her from Catherine's. You know, she has like her knee, her ankle is just going on a little strip. She's done so much injections, but she started taking the deep blue pills and the deep blue, and it has made a huge difference. It has helped her tremendously, and she will not give up. She, that deep blue, and then the pills just,
taking it away.
And I'm still taking the pills, and the deep blue pills have been wonderful in helping with my knee problem tremendously.
And to take something natural, doesn't it feel good?
Yes.
Such a blessing. Such a blessing. Now, I don't know if Kathy's enrolled. Does she get her oils from you?
No. Yeah, she gets her oils from me.
Okay, so because doTERRA has changed the way they do things now, literally, if she wanted to just get 1 bottle of anything, she would get the wholesale price and have her own membership. Now, you may like her getting it through you, so that's fine, but you let me know if she wants to get her own membership, because this month is the time to do it. doTERRA says if you enroll this month with 100 and are willing to buy 100 next month, they're giving you 100 in free product.
Wow. Okay.
A huge deal. So if she's, and I am doing another deal that if she talks to me for a second to get the code to enroll, she'll get a free citrus bliss too this month. So it's the time to do it. Let her know if she's ready to do it. She could get started and have a really good deal. So,
okay.
I love it. Anybody else have something they want to share? The oils that have been working for them or something that you just want to share? All right. I have so much information that I'd love to get started early. I don't need to introduce myself because I think y'all know me and I get to teach today. And I am going to share my screen and talk to you a little bit about supporting our immune system. Now, when we support our immune system, we are able to have quite the help with doTERRA. And I'm going to give you probably fire hose you just a little bit with lots of information. Can you guys see my screen supporting our immune system? Give me a thumbs up. Are you seeing it? Yep, good deal. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay, so supporting our immune system, as I started to prepare the class for today, it had so much allergy information with it as well. So I'm going to kind of be covering both things to help our bodies handle the allergies that we deal with in life, as well as supporting our immune system. So we're going to, let's see if I can get my, yep. So first thing we want to talk about is On Guard. Now, On Guard is a whole line of products now. doTERRA's On Guard is a blend that they have made. And this blend has, oops, got to watch people wanting to come in. This blend includes wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So those oils are fantastic at supporting our immune system. Excuse me. Hey, sweet boys, I need you to be a little quiet for a while, okay? Thank you. So when you put this blend, when you put the blend together of these oils, you are able to have immune support. And then they've gone the extra mile. They put it in the oil. We can put it in our diffusers. They've got it in beadlets. They've got it in the hand soap. They've got it in a concentrate that I clean my whole house with. Literally 2 tablespoons of the On Guard concentrate, fill the spray bottle with water, and I use it and use it and use it for over a month. That means this one, I think it's $14 or $15 for the concentrate. This one bottle of concentrate lasts me cleaning my entire house for months and months. You can't beat that. Something that is all natural, cleaning your home. Laundry detergent. It's got the toothpaste. Just had my dental checkup yesterday, and it was the best dental checkup I have ever had. I had zero pain as she took care of my teeth. I did all the work on my teeth. And I just left for the first time going, that was the easiest dental appointment I've ever had. So try the On Guard toothpaste for whitening, as well as getting the On Guard in there to help you have healthy gums and teeth. And then I just wanted to end by talking about the On Guard Plus. Now, the On Guard Plus is a supplement. It's a gel cap that they've put the On Guard blend into, but they've added Melissa in there, and I think oregano. Anyway, and I needed to make this a full picture, so it's a little prettier for you to see. Sorry. So that On Guard Plus, and I'm going to share a story. I was hoping Marilyn would be on here today, but she had an experience where she was on vacation and she was walking on the beach, and the beach had, it's called red tide, where there was lots of dead fish, and it was really icky. And she stepped on a bone of a fish, and her foot that evening just felt on fire, like she had obviously gotten something really bad into her system. That's dangerous. That's like into your system could be really dangerous. And all she had with her was On Guard Plus, the soft gel. She said, I think she said she had 2. So she broke open a capsule, and she used the On Guard Plus oil that was in the capsule to put on her foot. She said by morning it felt so much better, but not all the way better. So in the morning, she put the rest of it on, and she was able to.
No, póngate a comer. Yo le doy uno de estos.
Ooh, I did not know Dory knew Spanish. That's awesome. Okay, so we have On Guard Plus that helped Marilyn in an amazing way. She was so thankful to have that little gel cap with her. And then I forgot the drops. So if you take an On Guard drop, you are able to get the benefit of On Guard in your throat. And I started on Sunday. I have a really big month and just finished a big family reunion. And I'm about to leave tomorrow to be in charge of 230 kids at a camp. Then I teach at State PTA. I cannot afford to be sick. So on Sunday, when I leaned over to get a pan out of my cupboard, and my nose started to drip, literally drip, as I leaned my head over, I thought, no, I can't get sick. So I immediately sucked on an On Guard lozenge. I took On Guard soft gels, and I've been putting On Guard on, and it didn't turn into anything. I mean, I started to feel a little sick that day, and I put a drop of On Guard in a neti pot. I'm going to show you a picture of that in a minute. And not of me doing it, but what a neti pot is. And then I put the On Guard 1 drop with some warm water through my nasal system, and it never turned into anything. I mean, I know I was getting sick because it was, anyway, very happy with On Guard. So seasonal threats or allergies are all around us right now. This spring and summertime is the time for it. And an allergen is a substance that tricks the immune system, making it think that the allergen is an invader. And the immune system then overreacts, to the allergen, which is really a harmless substance, and produces antibodies. These antibodies travel to cells that release histamine, causing the allergic reaction. So the thing I love about using an oil with allergies is they calm our body down. They calm that part that overreacts, it gets calmed down and it doesn't overreact. So next time you're feeling an allergy attack or thinking you're dealing with allergies, try some of these oils to help calm you down. Now I put right here all the oils. I made this graphic yesterday. I think it looks really awesome. These are our Central Texas blend oils. So take a picture of this page if you don't have that blend. I literally put 1 drop of these 7 oils in a roller bottle, and I add fractionated coconut oil. And this is what I call my all allergy blend. I put it around my nose when I'm suffering with allergies. I can use it repeatedly 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, and it just slowly calms down. I never have to use it more than 3 times. My nose is calmed down and I stop with the sneezing and the blowing. And I love that we have the benefits. These oils cleanse our body systems. They calm and balance us. They promote clear breathing, and they help us through all these changing seasons with things that are going on. So consider the all allergy blend if you're someone or know somebody that needs help. I love this picture I found because I feel like that's how we are. We just love the flowers and we love the outdoors, except that we're allergic to stuff. And I feel like how great that I've gotten to the point that I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm allergic to everything, but I don't have to stay away from the outside anymore. So I feel very blessed. We actually have some help with food allergies. And I'm going to give you just a few tips that I did not put on the graphic. So if you have food allergies, you can take 1 to 2 drops of lemon or peppermint oil internally to relieve the symptoms of a food allergy. This helps detoxify the body and eliminate the allergens through sweat or urination. Thought that was a great suggestion. And then skin rashes and hives, you can use melaleuca and basil topically to treat the skin rashes. You can layer it over your liver because it helps the liver to flush out the toxins that burden our skin. And that's just a great way to do it. You can also dilute some tea tree oil in fractionated coconut oil just to rub over the liver. So try that. We talked a little bit about seasonal allergies and the allergy blends you can do, but you can also disinfect your home with lemon, with tea tree. You just add 20 or 30 drops of lemon, the cheapest oil there is, and a little tea tree in a spray bottle. You can use that. I use peppermint when I mopped the other day, and I don't mop very often, but when my grandkids have been here a lot, I find I mop more. And my son was in the backyard helping my husband with a project while I was mopping the floor. All I did was use about 5 or 10 drops of peppermint in a big bucket of water. That's all I did. Just the floor wasn't filthy dirty. It just needed a fresh mopping with water, but I used peppermint. So when he came in the door, my whole house smelled like peppermint. And he was like, that's impressive. What do you do? But think of that benefit we're getting. We're getting the benefit of peppermint. We're getting the benefit of the smell. You could also use On Guard. You could use Purify. You could use tea tree. Use whatever you want. But I just happened to use peppermint that day. You're getting the benefits in your house, and you're getting the antibacterial properties of these oils as well. So that's a great way to go. If you have an allergy that is just basic allergy, you can use Tri-Ease, which is doTERRA's little supplemental pill gel cap that they've made. It has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it already for you. That helps me with my cat allergies. I also use Correct X around my eyes to stop itching. We can't put the oils in our eyes, but you can rub it around your eyes. So see what works for you, make your own roller bottles, and have fun getting help with all these things. Okay, this is an important one, the belly balm, because we want to clean out our system so that our immune system can be strong. So if you're having any kind of upsetness with your tummy, you can put, now Digest Zen is definitely a go-to. I'm giving you an added one. You put 10 drops of tea tree, 10 drops of arbor vitae into a 10 ml roller bottle with FCO, and you just roll it around your belly button for 30 days, morning and night. Oh, another typo. I should have checked that better. Helps rid the body of gut bacteria, viruses, mutated viruses, parasites, and fungus. And I thought it interesting that when I found this recipe, it says sometimes things get a little worse before it gets better. That's the body detoxifying. And that's okay. It's letting things go. So I would try doing this if you had any worries. And I just thought of somebody, so I got to write that down. Somebody I need to tell this one to. And when you think it's a gut issue or parasite issue, this would be a great way to handle that. So I'm going to send that to somebody. All right. Does anybody have any comments so far? Anything that you've seen that's worked or that I may not have mentioned? Things that work for you for immune system or allergies? All right. So when we talk about support naturally for our immune system, the picture in the upper right is a neti pot. And I kind of put it at a strange angle, that picture of the lady with the thing in her nose, on purpose, because a neti pot is literally just this little container that I put 1 drop of oil in, and then I like to add lukewarm water to it, because you do any more than 1 drop, it's really strong for your system. But you actually tilt your head in that direction while you're over a sink, and you pour into the upper nasal passage. And because our passages are connected, you're able to get the oil to go through the nasal passage and go through and out your other nostril. It's pretty cool. If you've never done it, it's pretty cool. So this is what I did a few days ago when I thought I was getting sick, and I was, because I leaned over and my nose started dripping on the floor. So it was obviously I was getting something, but I immediately did a drop of On Guard and did the neti pot. And I think that helped clean out the system up there that was just starting to get sick. And then you do it again on the other side, and it's a strange feeling sensation. If the water is too hot or too cold, sometimes you get that little brain freeze. So try and use just lukewarm water. And it's going through a lot of nasal passage up there. And normally we don't say, put the oils in your nose, put them in your ears, put them in your eyes. We say, don't do that. This is one time where I'm saying super, super, super diluted and gently getting it to go through your nasal passage. But it really does help and support you. I put the words here: when you're really sick, use the oils every hour. And that's something when you want a strong immune system and you feel yourself getting sick, you're just like, oh, really? That's when you want to use the oils every hour, because you want to give your system the best support possible to get rid of what's coming. You don't want to get sick. And I feel so blessed with all that I have coming up that I was able to not get sick right now with that cold. So please consider the oils are natural, can't hurt you, to reapply, reapply, reapply when you know you're going through something chronic or about to feel something coming on. That's when you do it a lot. I have a little grandson here who's been coughing, and I keep the On Guard touch with me, and I'm able to keep this with me handy. And I hear him coughing, I'm like, oh, it's time for another dose. Oh, it's time for another dose. And I'm going to tell you what I do with it, because sometimes I assume everybody knows. And this friend that I just was talking to this morning said, I just don't ever know where to put them. So if you have an issue anywhere on your body and you say your ears are hurting, you put the oils around your ears. The tummy's hurting, you put the oils on your tummy. The back's hurting, you put the deep blue rubbed on your back. If you don't know where to put it, you can put it on your wrists, on your pulse points. You can breathe it in and diffuse it. And you can also put it on the bottoms of your feet, which will help it get in your system. So when my grandson, who's coughing a lot, was having issues, I actually thought, well, maybe it sounds so congested, maybe his ears are being bothered. So I put it around his ears, put it around his neck, put it around the lower neck, and I put it on his chest. And that's where I put the On Guard, because I wanted it to support his immune system right where he's dealing with things. So that's a great way to get support. A friend reached out to me earlier this week and said she'd just been through, I can't even remember, I think she said 12 urinary tract infections, just crazy amount. And she says, I've been on everything the doctor's given me, the antibiotics and this and that, they just keep, and nothing is touching it. So again, the blessing of, if we've tried everything we want to try, if we want to try the things that are over the counter, if we want to try the prescriptions, quite often you get at a point to where you say, I've done everything and I'm still suffering. That's where you could choose to use the oils earlier. I'm just saying, if you get to that point and you want to use the oils, use them on a regular, consistent basis And my guess is you will get the support that you are looking for. Urinary tract infections, a little bit tricky, but there's some interesting protocols that can be used for that as well that have helped so many people. And when you don't know what to do, I wanted to just bring up again, I hope you all have a book like this. It's a quick reference guide, something similar. It doesn't have to be just like this, or an app on your phone similar to this, so that you can look up and see the protocols that have worked for other people. Now, that doesn't mean, oh, when you read this, that's going to be the answer. It means these are the answers that have worked for the most people. So just be aware, there's some great answers in there. Then I wanted to talk about the iTovi for a minute. This little handheld device, it's something that I'm learning more and more how to use better. But because our bodies are full of energy and the oils each have a frequency and are full of energy as well, then they are able to take this little handheld device, read our body like a Fitbit does, like a smartwatch does, and it reads the frequencies in our body and then compares them to oils and says, here's the oils that will best support your body at this time. Now, I know I have one of these. I know Leanne has one. I'm not sure who else. You are welcome anytime you are around us to say, could I just do a quick iTovi scan? It creates a list for you of oils that will best support your body. But now, if you haven't done it in a few years, they've improved it to even then you swipe to another little spot and it shows your body systems, and it shows you the body system that your body most needs help with right now. And it just never fails. I'll do it for somebody and they'll say, yep, respiratory issues, that's what I'm dealing with. Yep, intestinal stomach issues or structural musculoskeletal areas. It just has a way of reading your body. And I don't know how it works because I'm not good at those kinds of things. I just know the results I get are amazing. Then it has another section where it will tell you emotionally, which area do you need the most help in? Feeling joy, feeling safe. It just has this little wheel, and it kind of gives you an idea of the oils that you could use to most benefit the areas that you're struggling the most in. So just want you to know that iTovi is another tool that we can use with our oils. So here's a list. If you'd like to just, like, if you got on this class today because you said, I really just want to know what oils that I already have under my roof that will help my immune system. This is a good list right here. This is a list of very strong immune boosting oils: Melissa, Helichrysum, Thyme, Arbor Vitae, Sandalwood, Juniper Berry, Lemongrass, Oregano, On Guard, Lemon, and Thyme. The immune system is responsible for protecting your body from environmental threats. The body's first line of defense is your skin. The skin is the largest organ in our body. It acts as a barrier to keep invaders out. Mucous membranes in your nose, mouth, and throat also protect your body from invaders by trapping potential threats and keeping them from invading the body. So the oils are just another step of defense. For us to be able to have a natural oil that we can use. I know my brother-in-law uses Arbor Vitae whenever he gets a sinus infection. He's very prone to it, and that does the job for him. He can just put Arbor Vitae on his nose and it opens up his sinuses and he's able to get over something. Helichrysum is just off the charts amazing. And sorry, letting somebody else in. And Melissa as well, super high frequency and a lot of help there. So I know you're going to love it. A few more top tips. So if you want to stop the sniffles that you feel that coming on, Breathe, Blend, and Lemon are a great combination. You can put them in a diffuser to breathe them. Sometimes I'll even put a couple drops in a hot cup of water, put my head under a towel, and kind of just breathe it in that way. It just helps get it into the system. If you have a cough, you can do oregano and FCO in a roller. Don't forget to add FCO when you're using oregano to diffuse it a little bit. Put it on the bottoms of your feet. You're gonna smell like pizza, the best pizza ever, but it will help a little bit with the coughing. I talked to you about On Guard Cleaner at the top of the class, and the one thing that I found as I studied about it, it said it continues to help for 10 days. That's how strong these oils are. I clean my counter with it, boom. You're going to really have the immune boosting help for 10 days. And I love that. Menopause symptoms, you can use internally yarrow palm, and that helps with some of those symptoms that you might feel like you're struggling with your immune system there. The mucus buster, when you have a lot of mucus going on with a sickness, you can use digesten and myrrh and roll it on the chest. And you can also take both of those internally. So that's an awesome help. And then I don't know why I put hair loss on there, but it was like, oh, this is such a good tip. I just got to do this one because I've never heard few drops of peppermint as you shampoo and a few drops of rosemary as you condition. Strengthen the hair the best. Anyway, that wasn't really immune system, but I wanted to throw that in there. And then the last thing I wanted to say, I've been teaching classes and going to classes for 8 years with doTERRA. It took me about 3 years before I tried Lifelong Vitality. I still struggle sometimes trying to talk people into trying it. And I decided today I'm going to end with it and stop being apologetic. Because literally, if I wasn't taking this, I am not the same person. I need what is in here. It is doTERRA's #1 selling product. It is their vitamin product, but it is so much more. You get all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you would from the best vitamin out there, but you get the added benefit of them putting frankincense and wild orange, things that boost your immune system, things that help you with allergies. Somebody said once, what would you choose out of doTERRA if you got put on a desert island? And when I heard them say Lifelong Vitality, I went, yes, that's true. If I was stuck and I had nothing, I would want that because it gives my body so much help to get my immune system strong and keep the sicknesses away. And I just want you to know, it's their #1 selling product and you can try it free for 30 days. I mean, you have to buy it. But then if you don't like it and you don't feel the results of it, you can send it back and get your money back. I haven't asked in a long time. I probably asked about 5 years ago how many times people have returned it. And they said the number was so negligible in comparison to the, hundreds of thousands that use it on a regular basis. They had only had so few returned. So that just shows you that they work. And so I want you to really consider that if you want a strong immune system, please give Lifelong Vitality a chance. Give your body a chance. Sometimes you're like, oh, taking 3 pills 4 times a day. I don't do it 4 times a day. I do it twice a day. So yes, it's 12 pills, but I take 6 in the morning. I take 6 with my lunch. And it's a lot, but when you think of what your body's getting, you're getting vegetables, you're getting fruits, you're getting all the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs. And you're strengthening your nails and your hair, energy, all these positive things. And I want to encourage you, if you haven't tried it, try 2 a day and try it half strength for a month. Have this 1 box last you for 2 months. See if it makes a difference, then bump it up to a full box. And I know you're going to find the difference and that it's going to be awesome for you. Very, very cool. All right. That's the last thing I have for you. But any questions, any thoughts about the immune system that you might like to share with us? Sometimes you're also
I would agree with everything you said.
You agree. I know Janalee, I went to visit my sister Janalee in Arizona, and she was getting ready to move, and I opened her cupboard and she had like 6 boxes of LLV. And I thought, what? That is brilliant. I mean, I'm always trying to stay 1 box ahead, maybe 2, but she was like, not going to be without this LLV. And she had a whole bunch of boxes in her cupboard. That was a great example.
I had no idea what it was going to do for me. Our mom was giving me $100. She wanted to support you when you were first starting out. And so she gave me $100 to buy something. So I called Shaleen and I said, Shaleen, what should I do? She said, well, you could try this Lifelong Vitality Pack. I stopped getting viral and bacterial infections. I have not been to the doctor for 7 years for antibiotics because of the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And I was going so many times during the year, the doctor would look and say, you were just here and then you were here. And no, not for 7 years.
Isn't it a blessing? Such a blessing.
So grateful.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope y'all learned something today. I had a really fun time preparing this class because, when you teach, you learn a lot more than you share with everybody. I just love learning and helping people. And sometimes I wonder why I do this. And I know it's because it brings me such joy. So thanks for being on today. Next week, another week off. I will be out of town with 230 youth at a Nauvoo camp for a week. So we're taking next Wednesday off. But the week after that, would you please put on your calendar not to miss 2 weeks from today? On the 26th, I have Deb Pope coming to teach for us. She is a school therapist, and she is going to talk about how to help children emotionally and physically, mentally, and she does it on a daily basis with the oils and other help too. I'm sure she'll talk about other things, and I don't know how she's going to fit all that she wants to share into a half hour, but she will have some great information. I really want to have a crew together for her 2 weeks from today. So please join us then. And again, this is the best month to enroll. If you haven't noticed that we can get new people that enroll, if they order 100 PV this month and next month, they get given by doTERRA an extra 100 PV in product. I've never seen them do that. That is a deal that you can't beat. They only have to spend around 200 and they get $300 in product. And because of Silver Club, if they talk to me for a few minutes before they first enroll, they get a free Citrus Bliss. So you're talking deal after deal. So make sure you spread the good word. We'll hope to see you all in 2 weeks. And thanks for getting on, guys. Love y'all.